Good morning. I'm Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman. We're here in Rockville Center on the corner of Village Avenue and Sunrise Highway, where a gasoline tanker flipped over with 9,000 gallons of gasoline. Here in Rockville Center, the local fire department, our volunteer firefighters responded. We have over 20 departments that responded. 150 firefighters were involved. 3 firefighters are injured, but the injuries are minor. Sunrise Highway is closed now in Rockville Center. I'm here with our mayor, Fran Murray of Rockville Center. We have also with us the fire chief, whose department first responded here in Rockville Center, Chief Jim Avendet. We also have with us the state police who responded. Let me tell you what the situation is now. The fire is almost out. So at this point, it's under control, and what is taking place now is a cleanup of the area from the gasoline that was spilled. In addition, the Coast Guard has been called in. They are sending a helicopter. Apparently, some of the fuel got into the sewer system, which could migrate into water areas that is controlled by the Department of Environmental Conservation. So the state police, the Coast Guard, and the DEC are on the scene, and they are appraising the situation to make sure that if there's any environmental situation, that it will be under control. In addition, we have the Department of Public Works. As you can see behind me, there is a tremendous amount of debris. There is an overturned trailer that is burnt. The overturned trailer and the debris will be removed from Sunrise Highway, and we are hoping sometime this afternoon that Sunrise Highway will be open to traffic, but we'll keep you posted on that. Right now, we are still assessing the situation. They have an active fire that's still going on. You have an environmental gasoline spill that has to be controlled and contained, and basically we will then assess when we will eventually get Sunrise Highway open. I want to thank all of the volunteer firefighters that responded. They did a magnificent job. And to give us a more detailed description of what took place starting at 1:10 a.m. till now, I want to have our Chief Fire Marshal, Michael Utaro, to address us right now and assess the situation. Thank you.
Thank you, County Exec. Just to give you an update on where we're at, I'm going to have Chief Avendet also update you on the fire situation and the operations. Right now we have the county's fire marshal hazmat team operating and containing the spill. The spill did get into, as the county executive had said before, into the sewer system and into some of the local creeks. The spill is contained and boomed right now, so there's no threat to the environment at the moment. There's no threat to any of the citizens or any homes. We're working now with the Coast Guard. They're going to map the spill to make sure that we have everything accounted for, and they're going to work on trying to get that remediated and cleaned up. It was about 9,200 gallons on the gasoline tanker when it flipped and caught fire. The driver was able to self-extricate, and he was transported to a local hospital. I don't have any word on his condition, and I don't have any information on the cause of the accident. The Rockville Center Fire Department was alerted at about 1:10 this morning, and I'm going to turn it over to the Chief of Department, who can update you on the fire operations, what he had here, and what you still have going on behind us at the moment. Chief?
Thank you, Chief. As the Chief said, approximately at 1:10 a.m., we responded to a report of a building fire. Upon arrival, I saw a tanker truck that was on its side, fully involved, and then also some of the fuel spilled into the sewer system, and had gone down the Sunrise Highway west for about a quarter mile. We probably had about, since we started this news brief here, we've had about 25 fire departments here, with about 150 firemen here, with 3 injuries. 2 have been taken to the hospital. 1 is RMA'd, refused medical attention. I'm just very proud of all the camaraderie we have and the self-training that we do in the fire department service here. We've trained for a scenario like this in Rockville Center for 30 years. I've been talking about it. And here we were. We were able to get under control in a relatively short time with very few injuries, and we're very glad. If it was going to happen, it happened at 1 o'clock in the morning with nobody else around. And just to let Rockville Center residents know, our drinking water is safe. It's safe to bathe and drink. It might be a little yellow in color, but otherwise it's good to do. It's good to drink and shower with.
Thank you very much, Chief. So again, we are in the village of Rockville Center, the Rockville Center Fire Department and the Rockville Center Police Department were first to arrive on the scene and contain the situation and make sure that it was safe and that they were ready to go. And then, of course, we had a coordinated effort by all our firefighters and our police department with our emergency management center, and we were ready to go. With that, at this time, I would like to ask Mayor Fran Murray of the Village of Rockville Center to step up and say a few words about the people from his departments that responded today.
Thank you, County Executive. Good morning, everybody. My name is Fran Murray, Mayor of the Village of Rockville Center. You've heard from the two chiefs and the County Executive. They said most of what happened today. But as a 49-year firefighter myself, I want everybody to know this is why they train. This is how they collaborate. I've been here since 3 in the morning. I've watched them. Amazing job by all the agencies that work so hard and train for something like this that unfortunately has to happen every once in a while. So I can't thank everybody enough who did a fantastic job making sure the lives of our volunteers, thank you Chief Avendant, were safe. A few firefighters got hurt, but I'm understanding they're fine. So once again, I really appreciate all the agencies that got together and worked so hard to put this fire out and for the safety of the residents of Rockville Center. The road is going to be closed for quite some time, but our electric is working with the Village of Freeport. Their electric's coming in, and we have so many other agencies. National Grid's here turning off the gas, and so we'll move forward as fast as we can. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Any questions?
Do you guys have a timeline of exactly what happened? Like, the call came in at 1 a.m., but do we know if the explosion happened or when that building collapsed? Like, do you have a sequence of events of what exactly happened?
Yeah, Chief Utero.
So far what we have from what we've gathered from witnesses is that when the truck did flip over, initially there wasn't a fire. The driver was able to self-extricate. He was rescued and pulled away from the scene by Rockville Center first arriving police officers. As the fire chief had mentioned, when the Rockville Center Fire Department arrived on scene, the fire had initiated, starting in the old Lazy Boy store and spreading to the liquor store and other areas around it. It was a heavy, high volume of fire. Again, 9,200 gallons of gasoline spilling. It was in the storm drains, causing explosions underground. So it was quite a scene that they had to handle when they first got here. And as the mayor had said, they did a tremendous job mitigating the situation when they first got here, got enough help and resources here quickly, and contained it to the area, and it didn't spread from that area.
Just to clarify, you said that the driver was pulled out by an officer?
The driver had self-extricated. He got out of the truck on his own. He was found laying in the street, and he was rescued by Rockville Center police officers first arriving, pulled away from the scene, and then he was tended to by the fire department's EMS personnel.
What injury?
As the county executive, we're still reviewing. There's going to be video, there's going to be lots of things, but it's still an ongoing investigation, so we're not quite sure how that all transpired and what caused him to get into this accident and the results you see behind us.
What type of injuries for your firefighters? I'm sorry.
The firefighter injuries, I'll defer to the chief on that.
Excuse me?
What were the type of injuries for the firefighters?
A hose had separated itself from one of the engines and turned around. It was a charge line, and so there was some leg injuries, and that's all I know at this point.
A lot of small businesses out here, obviously a lot of public concern. If theirs are okay, they want to come in, maybe there's some damage, anything like that. You also said the power's out. Do you need message for them out there who are looking to open today? I know the roads are going to be quite some time.
Yeah, I wouldn't anticipate opening your business in this corridor right now, probably till this afternoon. It's best to stay away. There's a lot of emergency vehicles that are here. We have police cars, we have hazmat units, we have fire trucks, we have ambulances. We're very well equipped, well coordinated, well organized, but we need the space right now. We have to assess how far the gasoline migrated. And again, like I said, we've called in the Coast Guard to map the area, and we have drones up in the air that are assessing the area. So I wouldn't anticipate opening the businesses at least until this afternoon. Just stay tuned, and we'll let people know when it's safe to come back.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.